Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I am planning to talk about internal table operations. So we often if you're working on report, SAP report or any other thing, you often have to fetch data from multiple database, and then you have to merge it into a final table, and then you show that final table to the customer. And now earlier report, now mainly customer is making few elements based uh, that screen. So but always in a web we have multiple database table, and we have to we have to fetch aggregate all those records. But at the end, business is not interested in all the fields of those table. Suppose in sales order there are multiple column, right, multiple fields, but for a scenario, customer just want to see how much the order one customer has given in a year. So he will be just interested in Kunar, like customer number, the amount the customer has bought, and the year. So likewise, a report can have multiple video button or checkbox, and based on that, the data ALB output can be varied. And backend, you have to do all the things based on the internal table operations. So mainly internal table operation, we handle it through three, four things. I'm talking about how we add entry in internal table, how we modify it, how we delete it, and major internal table operation which we perform. And not just from this project exposure perspective, also from the interview perspective, you will get a lot of question from here if you are giving an interview. And so you can expect a question on these topics. So hello again, this you can see this is my channel name. If you are here, please like and subscribe my channel. I had planned to bring multiple untouched and very important crucial concepts of web I will bring. So if you like my content, just like and subscribe and be tuned to this channel about new update and existing concept. And then yeah, this is my LinkedIn and Topmate account. Topmate, I guide people for ABAP jobs. I give mock interview also. I take mock interview session. So you can connect on the Topmate link. I will be putting in the description for this. So without wasting much time, let's just start. So we have, as I already told you, we have append, modify, insert, update, which by which we influence the internal table records. And some of these statements also work with the database table. So database table, SAP gives us a standard database, but we often create a custom database table in a report. So those database table also we have to modify it from some program, or delete the record or insert the record. So based on those perspective, we will see today how these things works and what is the exact difference between these things. So yeah, let's get started. So here I have created this program for us, and then what I will do, I will write a select. I will first show you, and then we will write it down in the. We will fill that PowerPoint so that you will be remembering it. So let's start from. I have created a database table for this training. Okay, I will limit the record to table at the rate. So here at the rate data, I am doing inline declaration. I'm not declaring internal table like traditional way. So if you are not aware how this is working, you just watch my previous video. I have talked about how you can do inline declaration and a new syntaxes in SAP ABAP. So in total at the rate like TBBK. That's it. No condition I'm putting because this table we have only few record 20 odd. So I will give here I see this is for checking if select is successful or not. Then I will go look at into data beginning and declaration I'm doing into data of opinion. So now we will see one by one. First we will see append what it does. So append, it works only on internal table. It doesn't work on the database table. So append, what it will do, it will always add a record at the last of the internal table. So suppose if this internal table have 10 record, so if we'll do append, it will add at the 11th number. Let's see what is the syntax for this one. We just write append bbak. This is the syntax. But as of now, work area bbak, it will give the same row, right? the record will be same, and then that same will be appended, so it will be a duplicate record issue. So what I will do, I will just try to change few fields from the work area BBLN based on some condition. So this is the record we have in the internal table already present. So I'm writing like, if this is the record we have, then change this primary key. I'm just adding a new record in this table, 677. Okay, this record is not there in internal table, it will not be there. So now if 676 is there, I will change this record, and then I will change one more field. Let's say net price NETWR 200 hash, I will change it to 300, and rest I will leave it as it is. And then now work area VBAK has changed, and which will get appended to LIT VBAK. This 677 one will get appended to. So yeah, this is one thing. Then append is done. Then we have insert. So insert comes in two ways. Insert box with both database and internal table. Insert, like if you inserting without giving any index. So here I written append to this, but there is no option to give any index. At which point, index means at which point you want to insert. It will always at the end. Here we have option. So insert, what is the syntax? Insert work area into, like slightly change in the syntax, you can see. So if I don't give any index, then it will append if you are in the loop. If you are not in the loop, it will also append at the last of the record, at the last of the internal table. So it is also like append, but if you are in the loop, it will add your, like it will add the value to the current item -1, meaning I am looping it, right? So loop, it works like first record, it will take first line number it will take. So if our what it said, if our condition is satisfied at the first line itself, suppose I write a different condition, 675 I have written, which is also a record existing in the internal table. So if we have work area BBLN equal to this 675, I will write here 676. I will write here 678. So work area BBLN 678, and then any TWR I will also change to something else. We will see in debugging also how to work. So 400. So see, if our condition, suppose 675 is satisfied at the first line number itself, so it will add these the before this first line. So just -1, current line -1, it will add the record. So if our condition will get satisfied at second line, second row, second loop, second time when loop will come, so it will add at the first record. If it will get satisfied at the first time, it will add at the before that first line. So before that first line means it will push that record to the second number, and this added record will be placed at the first number. So this is the one way. Second is insert, also works like insert, and then we can give index, right? Yeah, index 5. So now what it will do, I have just given 5 for example. You can give as per your condition or as per your requirement. Now I have given 5, means whatever record, it will add the record at the 5th place, and whatever record is already existing in 5th place in the internal table, it will push that to the 6th place. So 5th place it will add the record. Hope you are understanding. So here if I do insert, then same change, it will push the same thing to the 5th place. That is not good. So so this index 1 in different time, I will just comment that one. Okay, then we have modify. Modify again. So insert works with both database table and internal table, and in the similar way it will work for the both thing. Then modify, we have two variant. Modify with the internal table works slightly different from modify with the database. So internal table, how it will work, what is the syntax? We'll write modify like underscore internal table. I am writing like underscore modify this one from VAK. So now what will happen? So whatever record it is running, right? suppose first record, it will come if I don't put any, if I don't close this if statement, it will satisfy for that particular 666 row. So whatever number 666 row will come, it will modify to that record by which value, by whatever value we have in the work area VBAK. So as of now, work area VBAK for this one, it will be this, it for this one, it will be this. If you want 675 a new record, okay. So work area BB 678. But if we want to change 675 record itself, so what we will do? Here work area BBL we have given 675. Okay, work area BBL and here this will be changed, and then here we have to modify the 675. Yeah, so it will modify, but it will place this 678, which will be done by insert also, because for the same line both are satisfying, that's why. Otherwise if something else, then it will do it will modify for that record. But if you want, we can, let's be short. Okay, so since it will not come into work, it will get done. So because at the time we are modifying, just second we will see if this will work or not. Modify, after inserting we have 678, and then modify worker maybe okay. So here, let me change this worker maybe okay. Year name I will change to Sanjit or something, SAP. So whatever year name will be there, it will change, it will modify from here. So this is the one way it works for the internal table. For whatever record it will, this the condition will satisfy, it will modify that one. So I am putting in diff here, means this insert and modify will happen in same block. So 675, for the 675 whatever row it will be there, it will modify, it will first insert for that row a new record. So insert fifth place without index, it will insert at the current line -1 and modify the same line, it will modify. And then we have one type of modify, then I will just put this also. So then after end loop I will just show you modify with the, how modify work with the database table. So modify training feedback I will put here, modify this table from work area underscore VBAK. Okay, modify, then modify करने के बाद you have to commit, because you are now modifying the database table, not the internal table. Commit work, but since after the loop the work area VBAK has same record, right? As meaning whatever will comes from this table, only that record will go inside, so it will give a duplicate key entry. So we have to change slightly work area VBAK. Oh, so two type it will work for the database. This one I'm doing for the database table. Database. So database, it will work in two ways. If key field will be matching here, key field from the table we have given BBLN. So if BBLN will match here, if VBAK BBLN from this work area will match, it will modify the other field. If it will not match, it will create a new record. So it means it will also do insert, and it will also do update. So there is one more statement, update, which only work with the database table, and which will only modify the statement. Modify means it will change the record, it will not add a new record. If the record is, if there is a record with the same key, it will modify that record. So modify works two ways with the database if key is matching. Okay, how can I place this one? So yeah, so 675, for example, you take 5, how you will take key 678, the internal table is 675. Okay, changed. Cancelling अभी तो loop के बाहर it will not come. So how will take this one each, we'll take this 675 here. Yeah, so okay, yeah, okay, 1 second. So we will do one thing, insert and insert this one, but here I will put PB. That means key 675 record will get modified in the database table. So for the 675 record, I will change the currency or something. If double, okay. So what will happen here. 675 record is already existing in this table, so it will work as a, it will modify this one, it will not change this one, it will not create a new line. Why? Because this record already exists. If that record will not exist, it will change it, it will add a new line. So hope you understand the concept. Now it's just example. Suppose I will give any TWR. There's like some field I'm changing and the key field I'm leaving as it is, so that it just modify the record. Any TWR equal to 400. Don't know how much is this value. We will see at that time. No, sir. So this is the first variant database. It will add. Second variant we have to make is modify this one from this one, and then it has to add a new. So that I think we can directly do inside the loop. Commit work we have to do, but or inside the loop we have to do the commit work. I don't know how it will behave. Inside the loop we should not do commit. Okay. Okay, we will think else. Okay, BBK1 we have to modify. BBK1 we have BBK1 same change, same thing I will do. Net what I will do is 500. What I will do is 500. I will make BBL and I will change. BBL itself I will change to this one. 677. This record I'm just putting in internal table 677. It is not in database table, but from this modifier statement it will come into the database table. Modify from BBK1 here and then commit work. Okay, okay. And if okay, now check the syntax. No syntax error found, just debug once. We will be finishing this in 2 minutes. Activate. Check syntax and then activate and then put a breakpoint at the loop and then we'll see one by one. Before that, I will show you like 676 record is not in the database. I will show you that one. And what is the any TWR value for the 675 record in the database. Two things we will see. 677. You see there is no record. Then 675 any TWR is 100, right? I have given 400, so after our operation it will be 400. Okay, 9. Okay, yeah, put it the breakpoint already, so it will stop there. Yeah, so we'll see 10 record I have limited, so we'll see 676 might be not there at this time. Yes, 675 it's coming, so it directly went to the end loop. Next loop it will come, then 676, right? We have 75, we don't have 76. Okay, so it will not work. I have to modify the condition. Okay, both condition got, because I've given this if also that this if, so it just jumped to here. If hope you have understood what was the issue, why this to anything could not work. Okay, so this is a map. Okay, now see. The BBLN 675, yeah. We will have 10 record here. Here like okay. Now it will append. It became 11. So as I told you, append only works with internal table. Append doesn't work with the database table, and append will always add a record at the last of the internal table. So you will see 300, 677. It has added at the last. Rest record will take from doc area because I have not modified. So you understood the concept for the append. Now let's check for the insert. So 6 ABLN has changed now. Same loop. Since it has appended, it has changed. Okay. Let me see. There 675. Since it changed, it becomes 6. That's what we have to. Okay. Do one thing. Already we have saw how append is working. So we'll comment the append now. We will see if the insert and modify. Otherwise it will take some. Okay. So it just one if was extra. No, one if was extra. I just have to put that. So append we have already saw. Now we'll see the 10 record. First line only we got this one, I think. Yes. First line only. So current line -1, meaning the new 678 will come at the first number, and 675 will get pushed at to second number. So if you see 675 it as of now at the first number, so it will get pushed to the second number. Insert. Now see, there is one record added. You can see 678 came at the first line, because in the loop it will add at the -1 level. If not in the loop, it will add in the last, and same thing will work with database as well. And since we have not given index, then this will happen like that. If we'll give the index, so it will add the exact position of 5th, but I think now it will give error because same thing we have added from here. So to not give error, which I will change something in the debugging, otherwise it is taking time. So I will change the year to give error. Okay, so we see it has added one more record at the 5th place. So we'll go at the 5th place, 671 Sanjit, see 400 euro. Same thing it has added. So you hope you understood the concept. Now modify. So which record will get modified? So whatever VPLN it is coming as of now, 678, it should get modified from same VPAK. But again, what it will modify? The value is same only. So I will again change it one value. I did Sanjit to Kumar. I did in the work area. BBAK internal table. Still you will see it is Sanjit only. So it should get modified to Kumar. Size was 0. That means it has modified the record. Now go. Okay. So it has modified the 675 one, I think. Okay. Gotcha. Record modified. Okay, we'll see next time what is happening in modified. Actually, it should modify for that current record. Acha, year name I have already taken here modify. So okay, it will come modify here. Oh, I was sorry. Just see for the 678. Yeah, it has modified. 12 record only. 11, 12 we update from here. I think 10 record was there. Insert we update 11th, and here we have. So that is the reason we have 2 entry from 678. You can see because of 2 insert 678 has, but entry should go at the 5th place. So we have 3 entry because some region. What is the region? 675 insert, then again inserted index 5. So 2 entry, and maybe more entries inside that one. No, 675 it changed to 678. Okay, so as I was saying, what happened is we had 675 and we had inserted a record here at 678 with 678. So one record get inserted at before the 675. So now then again inserted the record with this one 5 at the 5th place. So you will see there is also 678 record at the 5th place. 678 recorded at the 5th place, which came from the 2 insert. Now what happened is, as so we have changed the work area. So which work area? This is the 675 work area, right? 675 work area BBLN, which we have changed to modify, and then to year name we have changed, and then we have modified. So now what it will do? The 675 record becomes 678 because of modify. There are 2 record which we inserted from insert at a different place, and then we use the modify statement with work area which has value as 678 in the BBLN. Network is 400, and year name is the modify. So from this work area, it has modified the LIT PBAK, which had 675 number of records. So 675 becomes 678, 400, and modify. So if you go there, the first record was the insert, the second record was 675, which get modified to modify, and then 400 because of the modifier statement. From the here it worked. So this is how it will work. So whatever record you are doing inside the loop, for the same record it will modify the internal table. In the internal table modifier statement, it is not actually checking the key if the key is matching or not. It's just based on the current line of operation, which line it is indicating in the loop, and the same line, whatever value we are giving, it is modifying from there. But in the database table, modify works slightly different. You come here, so after loop only it will come here. So now what will happen is, see, we have now we have VBAK1 I have taken from above. So from VBAK1 it will insert a training, it will insert a record in the G training table. Go here and see these are the recorded. I think 675 and 400 is already there in the NETIW. 100 is there in the work area because it has taken from here. In the main table we have 100 euro, the NETIW is 100, but now it will become 400 in the main table itself. So modify, come to work, and then again I am changing that to and adding a new record. So see, commit work, and then I will exit and I will go to the database table, and now it should add entry with the 677, a new record, and also so see 677 got added with 500 euro. As you were seeing the program, you can go back and check the recording, and here 675 one is get modified with the NETWR is at the 400. Yeah, what we have learned, append works only with internal table, add a new record at last. So after this, you don't have to read anything on this one. There will be no confusion for you. Modify it works for both database table and internal table. So database table, what it will do is two ways it will work. First, if key exists, it will change the record. If key not exists, both example we have seen, right? 677 it has added and 675 it has modified. If key does not exist, it will add the record. New line will get inserted. Here what happened, it doesn't check the key inside the loop. If you are using inside the loop, it will change that current line. I hope you are understanding what we mean by current line. Current line means the loop at whatever line the loop is running. Insert, so it modify works with both. You can see insert also works with both, we have seen. And what it do, it add a line at last. If you are not using a loop, if you are using outside loop, same change it will do for the internal table also. Please verify, and if some issue, comment to comment, add a line. If you are using in loop, inside a loop, it will add. If you are not giving ending, inside loop, not giving index, then add the record current line -1 place. So same thing, say, the same thing it will happen with the same thing happen with the this one also, database table also same. Update will only work with the database, it will not work with the. So if key exists, it will change the record. So it is like half of the modify work it is to. Modify equal to at the database level, modify is equal to insert plus update. It will change the record. Okay. So yeah, thanks video. I think it goes a bit long, but yeah, this is very important concept and very useful in day-to-day work if you are working on SAP ABAP. And I think after this you will not have any confusion. If you just go and practice a bit, you will not have any confusion how these things works. Yeah, bye bye. Like and subscribe and share.